guys? Welcome back. It's been a long time since I've played Legends of Runeterra. I think about it way too often, though. You know, it's one of those things where it's like you've been away from it for so long that it's like bittersweet to even think about it. And I still feel like I haven't resolved to this the emotional wreckage of not being able to play Legends of Runeterra all that often. But I had some free time, and I thought I'd play some. Maybe upload a video or so. I really miss it. I really miss talking to you guys about it. And I was going back through my collection, looking at like what decks are legal and standard or not. And it's so sad, like looking at the different websites that keep track of the meta and seeing how like the most played decks only have like a few hundred matches played with them instead of like 10,000. The good old days of LOR. But I can't get away from it. Every year there's just a few months where I'm like, I just crave it and I have to get back online and play. So ahead of today's video, I went on and got a few decks ready. Let's start with a classic, Ashe LeBlanc. If any of you are my old viewers, I love that deck to death. And I didn't really look at the specific deck list. This is just one I grabbed online, but it looks pretty comparable to what I would usually run. And yeah, it's one of the first decks I ever played back in the beta. It's so funny how life comes full circle sometimes. When I was in my freshman year, that was when LOR released, and I knew nothing about competitive card games at the time. And so I'd be in my dorm playing in like Bronze 5, just getting roasted. But Ashe was one of the first characters I tried to play. And so it always stuck with me. One of my absolute favorites. And if the meta is anything to go off of at this stage in the game's life cycle, it's doing pretty well. I think it had like a 56% win rate. Yeah, and I love tracking a deck through its different stages and like eras. You know what? When this deck first was a thing, Ashe LeBlanc, like there was no Darken Spear, there was no Yadolski Snowdog, and a lot of things stay the same, some things change. Omen Hawk, he's always there. What a classic. Yeah, let's get into it. I don't know how long today's episode will be, but we're just chilling, we're having fun. I'd like to see if it's even possible to get to Masters nowadays. Like, are there enough people playing? I'm so far removed from the Legends of Runeterra circle now that I don't even really know if it's still something where people play casually. Do any of the people who used to play it so ardently, do they still play it for fun? Because my interpretation of it was when they kind of killed off the competitive prizings and the tournaments, my guess was that people were gonna move to other card games, right? Like, if you're that good to make career money off of tournaments in a card game, you're not just gonna stay on a game that doesn't support that anymore. Like, I know, like Majin Bay, for example, like he does Flesh and Blood still, I think, or I've seen some of the other card gamers move over to different games, and I can't bring myself to do it. Like, I think about streaming like whenever I have free time, but like, I'll go to Magic the Gathering, and I'm just so bad. Like, there's no way I'm ever going to be as good at Magic the Gathering as I was at Legends of Runeterra. But, my gaming habits, I'm pretty sure I'm going to play this Darken Spear here. I think I'm totally okay with them burning removal spells on my Omen Hawk. Like, I'll still get my Darken Spear back, and if they don't kill it, it's kind of just a pain in the butt for them. But yeah, I used to play games like Fortnite, for example, with my buddies, but I never played it on my own. So once my friends stopped, I could do this and run into the Arachnoid Sentry. I think I'm just going to attack here first. I might have to be more aggressive there.
A beautiful day for sailing. History forgets, but the Black Rose remembers.
But yeah, like for Fortnite, for example, I only played that when my friends played it. And then there's you know, different Call of Duties that release over time. I'll play that when they come out every now and then with a buddy, but I don't play it all that often on my own. And pretty much the only games I've kept playing frequently are like Rocket League and Overwatch, which have been around forever. You know? And so like games like Magic the Gathering and Legends of Runeterra, they just have this deep appeal to me that makes me want to come back to them more than so many of the new flashy games. I think I might need to get rid of Overwhelm at some point. Actually, I'm gonna take Malfunction. I know they probably play one of those cards that lets you spawn an extra tentacle, so I'll keep that in hand just in case. But yeah, so Legends of Runeterra, it's been around for, you know, 5+ years now, 6 years almost, I think. Oof. And pretty much the only new game I've really gotten into, well, I've been enjoying Battlefield 6. That is one I've been enjoying. But then there's also Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I just started that a few days ago. It was like an early birthday present to myself. And I love it. I don't usually play story games. I really like competitive multiplayer games. You know, Overwatch, Rocket League, LOR. Which is hilarious because I went to college for like English, right? Like I read literature. That's kind of my thing. I like reading books. I just go to books for story forms. I don't usually go to games for story forms. I think I kind of have to kill the tentacle here. This is a pain to keep it around, but I think this is in danger of getting out of hand. But yeah, Claire Obscure, I loved everything about that so far. I have about 10 hours of playtime into that game. I love the soundtrack. I've been listening to more classical music lately. And I wasn't expecting like that orchestral soundtrack it has. Oh my goodness. I'm sure if you've played Claire Obscure, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Wow, that was a good one. Okay. Every card I draw at this point is going to be huge. But yeah, it was literally like the you know, the trope of like someone coming out of retirement, digging up the uniform from the closet or something. I literally had to like dust off my microphone because it'd been so long. I don't think they can attack here. Oh baby, look at that. 1 mana 3/3? Talk about busted. I think I'm just gonna play another Hearthguard here. And I can keep up a Bloody Business here, in case they have like a Swain. Ooh, or a Leviathan. That's pretty good. Yeah, that is actually really interesting, isn't it? Huh. Because they have 2 champions and the Leviathan that I have to deal with now. Should I just spend the 4 mana so they can't block with this? Right, because they might be able to chump block, and then I have to, or not chump block, but you know, just like bounce off each other, and then I'll have to use the Bloody Business anyways to kill it. I think I should probably just do it now. We're swinging for a lot of damage too. They're kind of forced to do something here. Yeah, okay. I think we're in a decent spot. We have a pretty dead hand, so I'm kind of hoping our chunky board state can keep us alive until we draw something good here. Okay, that's not actually that bad. If they play a Swain here, they have 3 mana left. I don't know if Disintegrate is in Standard, though. That's the thing. I'm It's been so long since I've played and followed the updates. Because I was looking at one of the Annie Swain decks, and I don't know if Disintegrate was legal or not. Oh. That's very interesting. What is the point of this? I don't know what they're trying to do here. I'm just gonna let that slide. Oh, are they trying to play Swain leveled? Oh, maybe. I don't know if that would accomplish much. They're not gonna get there this turn, are they?
Mother Serpent brings us together for another voyage. May she look
Okay, I can pass here. I don't think I need to play my cards.
or perhaps human.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, man. Freljord. I guess that is what interesting about Freljord, huh? It is kind of the stompy deck in a way.
Today we fight as one.
I always preferred the frostbite aspect of Freljord much more than the stompy part.
You move wrong.
I can't even think of the name. What was it like? The Warden of the Tribes. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember when that deck was a thing? I think I'm going to swing right now with my Bloody Business. I don't know if they're going to have two cards that can kill my Snowdog here. And I don't think they'll be able to level Swain. Like, theoretically they could with 5 mana, you know, if they had like a, you know, something plus Disintegrate type effect. But I just don't think that's what they had in their hand at the time. Again, I don't know if we've drawn like game-changing cards, right? Like our 2 mana, just big chunky guy is nice, obviously. But I feel like kind of what's carrying us into this late of the game. Yeah, like there we go. There we go. Okay, this is what I was waiting for with all those buffs this whole time.
Life has so much to offer.
And this they can't kill Ashe unless they have like multiple flocks or a Noxian Guillotine effect. Okay, that's a little troublesome. But they can't do anything this turn, so they're pretty much forced to deal with our open attack. Which is actually pretty good for us. Well, yeah, of course it's good for us. But I mean, specifically, our Ashe Frostbite will take out this with Leviathan, and our Brittle Steel, yeah, I think I'm just gonna swing with everything here, actually. But then what? I can only use one Brittle Steel right now on the Tentacle. Does that do much? I think I'm just gonna attack and see what happens. Another crazy snow dog. Okay. Do I want to Frostbite the Tentacle just for the sake of keeping my Ashe damage free? Oh. Swain's gonna be leveled. Oh, not the doggies. Oh, you know what, guys? I don't think I've streamed since we got a new puppy. How fun is that? I'm sure if any of you guys are my old viewers, you knew when the dogs would get crazy. I don't know if I need to keep Ashe damage free here. At least now I can Frostbite their Alawi. Maybe it is nice to save that extra Brittle Steel just in case I need to deal with this Alawi for multiple turns.
By my hand will Noxus rise. Grand General.
Oh, shoot! I'm in a lot of trouble. I don't have any way to deal with the Swain Leviathan combo. Was there anything I could have done to avoid that? I don't think so. Okay, I guess it's a good thing I saved that Brittle Steel, because I'm going to need it for defense. What can I draw here that, like, really saves us? Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's actually crazy. Hold on. I think we can... We need them to get aggressive, though. We don't have any way of interacting with their units outside of combat, and if we're just stunned the whole time... Yeah, I think we might be in trouble. That's unfortunate. Oh. Okay. I just need to get rid of one of Leviathan or Swain. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, though. Why do that? Why? Hold on. Why deal 3 to my Ashe instead of killing off the Omen Hawk? I'd practically have no blockers at that point. Maybe they have more cards, of course. But it seems a little unnecessary. Because I think if you're my opponent, you're hoping that my Ashe is just going to be stunned every turn anyways. Okay. Well, I can save a lot of damage by frostbiting Alawi. I can...
This is our homeland.
Okay, I can just do this. And we're down to 2. I think I have to frostbite the Swain. Because that's going to be, what, 7 damage? Yeah. Even if this Ashe bites it, I think we're going to have to deal with it.
The time is right. Strike now.
Because at this point, our units aren't going to be stunned at the round start.
We're going under.
And I can open attack with Brittle Steel and our Ashe will level. That'd be good. Ah, brutal. Oh! Okay, that's pretty big. I'm very glad I saved that Brittle Steel now. I'm so glad this is such a good game. For like, this is literally my first game playing in, what, like a year? And it's very close. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, brutal. Our opponent's got more cards than us. Okay. Well, I might be able to make them chump block with Swain, at least get some damage on him. Ooh, okay, that's even better. Now what do I need to do with this? I could disable Lowy's trample. Or I suppose if they have a way of stopping our challenger, it gets rid of Swain's Fearsome and Overwhelm. I think that's much more valuable than healing 2 damage. Ooh, okay. That is not what I expected. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, yeah, forgot about Swain's ability. Well, that's pretty good. I think I attack with both of them anyways. Because I have to be afraid of a pump spell that'll kill their Swain, so they're not going to block there, I don't think. Okay, we're still in a decent spot. At this point, it's like, it feels kind of like it's just a top deck. Wasn't there a term for that? A top deck face-off? Like a top deck battle? Oh, goodness. I'm removed from the lingo. Oh, I guess leveling Olawi also is not great. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll have a 6-7. And Swain won't have any keywords. Do we have whispered words in this deck? I know we have one of those spells that draws cards. That'd be nice.
Little lies.
Oh, okay. We're staying in this. My goodness, this is like just haymakers back and forth. I need a top deck Ashe. Okay, can't do much about that.
Defend yourself.
I don't know if we're dying here though. I think our 6/7's gonna keep us alive an extra turn. Cause
Mother Serpent brings us together
okay,
for another
that's definitely not good.
May she look upon our journey with pride.
Oh, this is really bad. Okay, I don't know if I can let this go to combat. I think I have to play this right now, because then they can't attack. Because they just lose whatever they attack with. But if they have a 4-wide board, I think I'd be forced to kill Swain with one or the other. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. Can we draw like a? That might do it. Depending on what this top deck was. Oh my goodness. This is a crazy game. Oh, this is really bad. Okay. Well, I can get in there with a 10-10, I guess.
The table is set. Now we
At least make their tentacle smaller. At this point in the game,
is to die.
this might be like a 3-for-1 with how many units they have to chump block with. At the very least, like, they're never going to be able to get another tentacle big enough to attack through, hopefully. Oh, goodness. I really need my draw card. Whispered words, I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, even an Ashe would be... Oh my gosh. This game is absolutely wicked. Holy cow. How many turns is this? Round 16. I did not expect this game to go down. We got them down to 2 health quite a while ago. Oh. Does that do anything here? Not really. It heals them 2 on their Nexus. But now they have to chump block with 2 units here. And then we get our next turn's attack as well. Yeah, okay. I think we're in a good spot. Let's see.
The day is young.
I think we just win. Unless they top deck like a fast speed interaction spell. What could it be? Because I'd have to have maybe like another Eye of Nagakaboros.
To plunder is to die.
Wow, what a game! That was like a 15-minute game. Oh my goodness, you guys have no idea how much I missed that victory chime. What a good time this game is. My goodness. Maokai, or Nautilus, excuse me. No Maokai, actually. Nautilus, though. Haven't seen that one in a while either. Ooh. Okay. I'm very tempted to keep the Darkened Spear here. But I think without an early unit to play it on, I should probably just search for more of my 1-drops and 2-drops. Boy, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that really saved us. If we had nothing to do on our first, like, 3 turns.
Give me the stuff. Stuff makes happy.
I think I'm supposed to attack right now. Because I don't want them to get the unit on board where when a unit dies, you get to toss more. I'd rather just trade early. I'd love to top deck a LeBlanc right here. Sea Scarab, that's the card I was thinking of. That was not a good draw. Oh, that is though. I'll take that. I don't think they have a good way to deal 4 damage to us, right?
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Okay. This is actually an interesting decision point. I could just draw 1 card with Assessor. I feel like I should probably just go Combat Cook or Hearthguard here. Probably just gonna be mana efficient. Is there any real reason to go Combat Cook? I don't think so.
We fight for one Freljord.
Oi! Well, this is the moment where it looks really good to have Ashe.
Show me a target.
Whoa! I'm a little surprised they're chump blocking these. I just don't know how to beat deep. That's one of my my not pet peeves. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know, it's always a thorn in my side, I guess. I can't think of the right expression, but never a deck I feel like I have good options to beat. You know what I mean. I really blew that sentence. I don't know what I was getting at there.
Sharpen the blade, secure the
Can we just kill them? Are we just gonna kill them, actually? Hold on. We might just kill them. Depending on what they have, you know. I'm definitely taking the Omen attack. Oh! Ooh. Hold on. LeBlanc plus Combat Cook is tempting when they don't have Ruination up. But I think it's just better to go Tactician here. Tactician plus a Flash Freeze or a Sky Splitter. Because this guarantees 1 open attack that's really dangerous for them. And we still get the rally. And they have to deal with another Ashe Frostbite. I think that's just... I don't know if there's a real reason to go LeBlanc Combat Cook over them. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think we're still fine. That's a pretty good card, though. Just protect my Ashe. That's a great reason not to develop. That would have been heartbreaking.
First let the blood, then stop the heart.
They still lose if they have 1 blocker.
swiftly now.
Nice. That was a weird game. I feel like this last turn was like a crazy play from them, but just too good from us. We were able to get enough on board. I love this game so much. Goodness gravy. It's just fun to talk about it, you know? I feel like it's one of those things where like I've repressed all thoughts of Legends of Runeterra. You know, it's just nice to be able to chit chat about it again. I'm trying to think what the other decks that I always struggled against. I feel like I never got a handle on beating Azir Sundisk, that's what it's called. I never got a handle on beating Sundisk. Okay, rematch. Well, that was a really close game last time around. Ooh, okay. Omen Hawk plus Darkened Spear plus LeBlanc. I feel like it'd be better to just save Darkened Spear for LeBlanc, but I'm always so tempted to throw it on my Omen Hawk. that's really tempting. 2 mana 3/4. That's pretty good. Because if I develop LeBlanc next turn, do they just kill her before I can even get Darkened Spear on it? I think I'm just gonna try to get more units on board. Because if I do play LeBlanc and they kill her before I can get Darkened Spear on it, I really don't have a good turn. Whereas this way, if they do kill LeBlanc, I can still most likely swing in there with a 3/4.
Having to put my face on.
Do they not have a unit to play? Okay. That's fine.
Smoke and mirrors.
Okay. Oh, man. I feel like there are so many tiny little decisions to go here. Like, I don't know if I need to draw cards next turn. I think I'm just gonna slap the Darkened Spear on this Glory Seeker. I don't know. I'm not aware of what cards could kill my LeBlanc. Because I feel like there's a card that deals 2 damage in this deck. Like a Drain 2 or something. Like a 3 mana slow speed, deal 2.
I need just a moment.
And I don't think they've drawn any treasures, right? So I don't have to worry about the 5 mana Keelbreaker. So I'm gonna get a Hearthguard down here. Or maybe I'm just gonna... I really want to draw cards, because I don't want to get blown out next turn with like a Ruination or something. And lose my entire board and then not be able to draw, like have any card draw. But I feel like Hearthguard, again, it's kind of just the most efficient use of my turn.
I'll cut them apart. You're mine. What a treat.
See that? I almost messed up, but they should have put LeBlanc at the end. I guess we could be in a worse position. I'm just a little worried that if they do have a way to wipe our board, at this point they've spent so much mana that they don't have like a... Oh, yeah. I did not think they're gonna be able to go deep there. Thankfully that worked out okay for us. Well, I'm thinking it'd be nice to find Ashe or just any random Frostbite spell, because they're probably going to be able to get a Nautilus down soon. If they just slam Nautilus here, I think we have to go Rally. Oh, that's game over for them.
Blood, then stop the heart. Stand together.
Because we have another Rally next turn. Oh. Wait. Can we just do this again? Wow. This deck is broken.
A perfect puppet.
This is turn 6.
Our banner will lead the way.
That was pretty impressive. Our deck won that much faster than I thought possible.
Another
I thought for sure. Like when they it was that Slaughter Docs though. When they played that, I think that was really what lost it for them. I don't know if it was possible. Is it possible for them to play Nautilus there? No, he's 7 mana. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So that is interesting. I don't know if they'd have any good plays there. It doesn't look like they have Ruination in that deck, so I guess that was a little word for nothing. One of the reasons I love Legends of Runeterra so much and why I was so sad when they stopped supporting ranked and everything, I love the artwork in this game so much. Obviously, like the backgrounds and the card art. I think it's one of the most visually appealing games I've played. Like, look at this. This could just be like a wallpaper for your computer for the rest of your life. Oh, that's actually really tempting to keep. I kind of like that. Turn 1. Hold 2 mana on turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. One of my favorite authors talks about how visual art has moved from like actual paintings and stuff and from movies into video games. And I was like, it feels kind of true, you know? It's like modern art is like taping a banana to a wall and stuff like that. I feel like this is a bad attack from them. They should keep this back so they can like block my 6 power LeBlanc on turn 3. Obviously, I don't know what their deck's trying to accomplish, but
History forgets, but the Black Rose remembers.
and yeah, games like what does this do? Okay, I still get the 5 damage trigger.
My move.
Is Gloom permanent? I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. I didn't really play much with the Vex expansion. Or maybe I played with that expansion, but not much with the Vex.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Ooh, I like that. If they have a Vengeance here... I'm going to start with Darkened Spear. But I'm hesitant because I could... If I do the Darkened Spear, I can't go both Glory Seeker and Sky Splitter. Oh no, I can. What am I thinking? Hold on. Ooh, something in my brain just farted. Yeah, that's not good. I really don't like that. Is that really worth my buddy business, though? They don't have any champions. I think it is. Like, if they had, you know, a Swain that I needed to kill, or, you know, a Nasus, maybe I'd try to keep buddy business around, but... Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that outcome. I think it was still 2 for 1 in our favor. That Soul Cleave would have been much more disastrous, you know? Now, should I just hold on to this Darkened Spear until I can... Hey, Crush Challenger, what's up? This would be 2 more turns. I guess it depends on how much damage we're taking this turn. I'm just gonna get LeBlanc down
Time to make an
in case we
appearance.
need blockers. I don't think I'm threatened by this.
Sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
I think the odds are better for us to like get a rally going, you know, rather than trying to save life total at the moment, because we have plenty of defensive maneuvers here if something pops up. Ah, look at that. Okay.
For glory, show me a target.
I think I'd rather kill the Wraithcaller in case they have like another Soul Cleave. And oh yeah, our Frostbite's gonna work well there. Well, I don't know if I want that then. Okay, well, we can still go Sky Splitter plus Tactician, so I think this is fine. And then they might be forced to use like a Vengeance or whatever.
The black rose blooms once more.
I think I might have misordered my LeBlanc and Ashe there. I'm actually not sure. I didn't pay attention to that. Let's see what they play here. Is this worth it? Our Ashe will Frostbite one. We can drag the other. And we're still potentially getting a mirror image.
Now we die.
Ooh, okay. That's pretty good for them. At best, it just like stalls us out, you know? That was pretty good. I'll give them props. Alright, I think I just have to end the turn. We can get Anaka down. And we still have the potential for a mirror image at any time if they get lazy. Aren't on their guard. Oh my goodness. I was just thinking Malphite, that's another deck that I feel like, I don't know, just so many times where that was a deck that I never felt like I was very good at. Honestly, this does not look good for us. Huh. I don't know if there was much I could have done. I feel like the rally was my last big shot, and they just had a better game, like flip of the switch there, you know. Like if we had a flash freeze, a brittle steel, anything like that, a combat spell, it would have worked out fine for us if we were able to kill even one of these. But as soon as I played that rally, we pretty much win the game if they don't have Soul Cleave, which gives them like 4 blockers, you know? Good game though, that was a fun one. I definitely feel like we could have won that one. I'm not sure in that specific instance if there was much else I could have done. Kaisa. When Kaisa came out, I stopped playing this game for a little bit. That deck drove me mad. I kind of like this Glory Seeker, to be honest. It kills 3 of their champions. I think that's worth keeping. One turn too late. Because I'm not even going to want to play him next turn. Because I'm probably going to want to keep up Sky Splitter mana. I guess maybe at this point in the board state, it doesn't matter. I'll play Glory Seeker plus Omen Hawk. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Was that a main deck to Imagine Possibilities? Wait, what? Oh, I thought I got that from the Imagine Possibilities. Okay.
I need just a moment.
He's not playing Nidalee. What is this? Is this the Avenging Vestia, probably? Oh. I think quick attack's better. Oh.
All of this is ours.
The dogs are so fickle. I think I should probably kill this. I have another Glory Seeker in hand, you know?
You're mine.
I'm gonna keep him back as a chump blocker, I think. Seems reasonable. I don't want this to be an Avenging Vestia. That's kind of what I'm worried about there. If I have a bloody business later in the game that I need to resolve. Okay, that's a nice draw.
I can almost taste it. The void.
I'm gonna play Glory Seeker second.
I hate having to put my face on.
I don't think they can do anything here. But,
Victory
you know,
requires a
just,
sharp blade.
I guess I'm getting in my own head. Alright, this looks like an open attack to me. Well, never mind. I'm 100% playing Ashe. That was about as good of a draw as I could have wanted there. Look at this board state, my goodness. When this deck clicks, it feels so good. Which, to be fair, it's been clicking for us for most of today. Renekton. Well, they don't have Quicksand available. Honestly, I hate Kaisa so much more than Renekton. I almost want to kill Kaisa just because I hate when she's the problem. But I think just being able to Frostbite and kill for free is just too good of a trade to miss.
They've breached. The black rose blooms once more. Father.
I think this is pretty much game over. Yeah, because we're going to draw 4 cards here if I don't have anything to play.
Few earn the right to call themselves Trifarian.
Nice, good game.
One step closer.
Let me know if anybody's listening. What decks do you play nowadays? Do you still go back to LOR? Do you guys still play Path of Champions much? I'd be curious, you know? It's I feel like, you know, everyone disbanded after LOR's competitive system stopped getting as much support. So I'm kind of curious, like, if this was like your main game, where'd you end up going? I have a little bit of free time up until January when my college semester starts back up. So, you know, kind of in the mood to just sit down for some card games now and then. Shenteric Lulu. Goodness gracious. What am I trying to keep in that matchup? I feel like I just want to be as aggressive as possible on the first 3 turns. Yeah, okay. That's nice. Unfortunately, Trifarian Assessor has not... I don't even know if we've played... Have we played one Assessor this stream? I usually find it to be a really nice card, but it just hasn't found the right opportunity yet. We literally played. We literally played it at the end of the last game. Yeah, I didn't think about that. It wasn't a meaningful. That game was already over though. I think I'm gonna go Snow Dog first here. More than Glory Seeker. Because the odds are, unless we draw LeBlanc, I might just open attack with the Snow Dog. Okay. Honestly, I kind of want to save this for Ashe.
Stand, breathe, see. Victory requires a sharp blade.
I feel like this is a very interesting dynamic between these two decks.
Gems are superb, but bad for the teeth, though.
Like, they have barriers as their combat checks.
All the world on one.
We have lots of Frostbite. We have challengers.
Behold, the power of Mount Targon.
I'm fine if they use a pump spell here. Like, if we trade, I'm fine. If they use a spell, I'm fine. This is another one where I might open attack. I don't know if Assessor is good enough here to open with Assessor. Because if they play a Shen, for example, they get 2 units with Barrier. I think I'd rather just take my open attack here. And then draw post-combat. I think this still counts as strikes, right? Let me see. No, it doesn't. Okay. That's okay for them. Yeah. I think I think both of us are feeling decent about our positions at the moment. If I can draw a few cards here, I'd be pretty happy with that. I'd really like to find a Brittle Steel or a Flash Freeze. Oh.
Few are in the right to call themselves Trifarian.
There we go. That's nice.
The balance requires a watchful eye.
Master, I am ready.
I think I'm just gonna play another Assessor here.
Only the finest serve.
So I go.
Celestial power. Put a little polish on ya.
This is a really bad spot for us. If we act first with our freezes and anything,
This will be quick.
okay. Well, how about this?
See what you've got.
I'll force them. This is the only way I can force them to play a strike spell first, like a single combat, and then I can react with my flash freeze. Do I need to chump block this? I don't think so. I think I should. I think I should.
See one.
I was judged.
I don't want to expose my Ashe here. I think I'm going to keep up my Flash Freeze. Because a Flash Freeze is only 3 mana, whereas replaying Ashe would cost 5 mana, when I really need to get more units on board next turn. So I'd rather try to save mana that way if I can, if I try to interact with us here.
just a moment.
This way I can go LeBlanc and then keep up Flash Freeze and Sky Splitter. Or Flash Freeze and Darken Spear. Oh. That wasn't what I expected. Oh, that's so good for them. And my Pioneers aren't killing anything either.
Places to go, people to be.
Oof. I don't think I can attack here. The odds of them having a barrier or a pump spell are too high.
Show them the way.
I think, you know, we burned a few mana for them there.
Don't worry. I am here.
I'm not worried. Should I be worried?
This is obviously shot in the dark. This is just a complete gamble at this point. I think we're kind of forced to do something. Yeah.
Balance favors you. Our wills align.
I can't let them attack, because then they might get, and they'll get another barrier for free on Tarek. So I think I have to just do this. I'm not even sure if it's better to kill Tarek than Shen there. Oh man.
Well, this isn't the glade.
It must be done.
Faster.
Unless we're taking lethal, I'm just gonna have to keep this Ashe in hand.
Go.
Maybe I can use Sky Splitter to get out of this.
Wasted effort. Lead the target.
Wow, we're taking a lot of damage, aren't we? Yeah, we're taking exactly
Useless pawn.
lethal either way.
Obvious.
Huh. That was a bit of an odd one. I'm sure there was something I could have
I whisper
done better throughout that game.
into lies.
I just feel like it was the whole entire time was like they always had mana for barriers and pump spells. I don't know if we had a great opportunity to get at it. And that stun, that double stun on our challengers, I think was the turning point. I honestly, there's so much I like about this game. I find it so hard to like, I don't know, accept that it's not like the best card game ever. I find so much about this game fascinating for both the like board-based combat and spell-based combat. Like if you're playing a control deck or if you're playing an aggro deck, I feel like all of it has such an appeal. I love the game decks like this, where it's, you know, a lot about the onboard state, and of course you have spell interaction, but then other things were like, you know, like the like Annie Ezreal conservatory decks, where it's more about like slinging spells. I feel like there's so much versatility to the deck types, and all the different strategies are just so enjoyable, you know? Did anybody ever read that Legends of Runeterra deck, Ruination? thought it was pretty good. You know, not top tier literature, not like a world classics. I thought it was kind of fun. I'm gonna chump block this. 5 damage seems like a lot. Especially when they have Callista and LeBlanc, who both benefit from keeping this guy on board later. I guess it's a bad play either way, huh? I don't know. I don't feel like I'm supposed to just take that damage, though, and keep my Snow Dog there. Because the next turn I just attack, I get 1 Snow Dog trigger, but he probably just dies anyway. I could play the 4-mana draw here. I'd rather play Ashe and keep up Sky Splitter. I was thinking about Gwen Katarina. I wrote an article out of Substack like three years ago about some different decks I was playing. And I think Gwen Katarina was the first deck I ever made into Masters. I love Gwen's aesthetic. I love like the blues and the greens. It's so funny, you know, like I'll talk about game strategy and then I'll go off on about why I prefer colors for my decks, you know. Like I don't play many Shadow Isles decks. I'm not a huge fan of the gloomy, spooky.
Our banner will lead the way.
This is not good. If both of those guys are around for a while. I might have to use like a bloody business on one of them. And obviously we have a Glory Seeker, which is nice too. And a Scholarly Pioneer. Yeah. This turn, I'm probably going Glory Seeker and Pioneer. Well, I don't know if there's much I can do about that. Should I just play another Hearthguard? It's one of the few I can chump block with, right? Like if I play Scholarly Pioneer, I guess Scholarly Pioneer can kill this. Okay. I think it's better to get the challenges on board. We haven't leveled Ashe this entire time though. That feels a little odd. Oh, well, you know, I guess it's not structured to get Ashe leveled though. There are a lot of cards missing from the deck, I just noticed. You know, I was thinking earlier how I'm not as familiar with the decks, obviously, anymore, since it's been so long since I played regularly. But for example, the Avarosan card, like the 2-mana 3/1 that frostbites an enemy on play. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, that's a lot of damage.
This is our homeland.
If they play something in response, should I kill? I think we're fine. 8 damage. I think we're gonna be able to kill these 2 things before anything happens. Well, he's not. I forgot he didn't get hit by like an Omen Hawk buff or anything, so he can actually kill the Phantom Prankster. But we have a rally. We have a bloody business. I think we're in a fine position. Okay. I don't know if that's worth it though. I think we need to probably go for a rally play this turn over anything else. Let's see. We can start like this.
I'll cut them apart.
And then see what happens.
Face me.
Because with 7 mana, we can go rally plus discounted bloody business. I think that's probably our best option here. This is ephemeral as well, which is nice. If they have to use it on defense.
A family of fools makes a circus, not a kingdom.
I'm trying to think, if they play this, can we kill them? Oh. Yeah. I don't think it's worth using my bloody business right now. I think what I'll just attack like this.
For glory.
Pull this guy over here.
You're mine.
Like this. And then if they have some way. Alright, nice. Well. What a fun stream that was. I hope you guys enjoyed.
The war is over.
I
We rebuild.
really like getting to play this game, you know? Look at this. We're already climbing through the ranks. Top tier gamers. I wonder, do I have any other... Yeah, like, let's see. Foundations, Ashe, Katarina. Let's see. Elixir of Iron. Whirling Death. Glacial Saurian, Harsh Winds. I feel like there are a lot of different options you can go here. This is the other card I was thinking about. Oh, Rhymefang Wolf? Dude. There are some throwbacks here. Now what am I missing? I'm pretty sure there's... I'll just type Frostbite and that might help. Rhymetusk Shaman. Iceveil Archer, that's the card I was thinking about. My goodness, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I used to really play Ashe LeBlanc, I went hardcore for the Frostbite version. I don't really care about the LeBlanc package as much. Rhymefang Mother, Rhymetusk Shaman, those are the cards to play. Like if I was playing on my own here, actually let's see. It's not like I'm playing for tournaments or anything, right? Let's see. Yeah, Rhymetusk Shaman. If it was me, I might cut like a Whispered Words or an Assessor and throw in a Rhymetusk Shaman. One of the coolest cards in all of card games. Isn't it so funny how things like that grip us, you know? I have no idea why, but ever since I started, Freljord and Ionia have been some of my favorite regions. Like Shurima, I don't play any Shurima decks except for Talia Ziggs. Yeah. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was really good catching up. If you still play, let me know what decks you're playing. I'd love to hear. Or if there are any decks you'd like to see me play. Yeah, it's a classic, you know. This game might not be as popular as it once was, but this will be something where like 20 years I'll be telling my kids, back in my day, you know. Alright. It was great seeing you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to stream sometime soon. And I'll see you later.